guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new, please subscribe. My channel is about all things beauty related, so if that interests you, be sure to subscribe. Today's video is a get ready with me birthday glam. Today is Saturday, my birthday is tomorrow, so we're gonna celebrate my birthday tonight, and this is my full-on face of birthday glam. I'm using my two favorite eyeshadow palettes, the Lawless, the Dreamy Dozen, and the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes. And I'm trying out two new products. I'm trying out the NYX Duck Lip Duck Plump in the shade Banging Bear. And I'm trying out the new Natasha Denona concealer in the shade N3. So this is just a tutorial, full face of glam, of birthday makeup using my favorite products and these two new products. And we're gonna jump right into it. Alright, so first I'm going to spot conceal with some NARS Creamy Concealer. This is one of my favorite products ever. This is in like my Sephora sale must-have video, and I just love this concealer for spots concealing. Just covers up blemishes, moles, freckles, like anything you want to cover. So I'm just going to do some spot conceal so this can dry. I have been dying to try this Natasha Denona concealer. So I have the shade N3, which is, N3 is neutral 3. So it doesn't. This is supposed to be a serum concealer that is hydrating and crease proof and brightening. It boosts collagen, cell detoxification, anti-aging, medium buildable coverage, long lasting, up to 19 hours. Crease proof, under eye reduction, puffiness reduction, and dark circle reduction. We'll see. I feel like concealers, they make so much promises. It's like, just tell us what it really does. Like, I don't know. Alright, so I'm gonna put this concealer on top of my eyelid. I just don't like it when they say like crease proof and all this other stuff, when it's like, is it really gonna do all those things? Or is that just like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Too many promises, but I've heard great things about this concealer, so I'm going to use this as an eyeshadow base. The color looks pretty good. It actually looks warmer than I thought, and it's a neutral color concealer, so I'm a little surprised it's more orange, but it blended out perfectly into my skin. It's like my skin tone, but better. Full coverage. I don't see any of my eye veins anymore, and it has a nice finish. So far so good. And I'm going to bring it up here in between my brows. But so far it's like a perfect match, actually. It looked pretty warm in the beginning, but so far so good. And a little bit of that stuff on my lash line, that is lash glue from when I do my eyeshadow tutorials. So yeah, okay. So I'm going to set this with my favorite under eye and eye setting powder. It is drugstore. It is Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. I'm going to go in with the Fair Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. And I'm going in on an 814 Ariel brush. And I'm just going to tap that in place. For my other tutorials, I've been using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I just bought 2 shades during sales at Ulta and Sephora, and then I just mix the shades throughout the year, so that way I can have like a perfect custom eyeshadow or concealer shade without having to buy so many concealers. But I'm like really shocked at how well that concealer matched my skin. There is the eye base, and now we're gonna do eyes. We're gonna use 2 of my favorite palettes. I'm gonna use the Dreamy Dozen by Lawless Beauty. This is new. I feel like not enough people talk about this palette. You get 12 beautiful neutral shades. I have 3 tutorials using this palette. Love this palette. And the Mario Master Mattes palette. First, we're gonna go with the Mario Master Mattes palette. Love this palette. I have several tutorials using this. And we're going with an Ariel A11 blending brush, and I'm gonna go in with that second shade right there, the second matte number 2. And I'm gonna blend this into my crease, which is gonna give me a nice warm tan crease, and blending this up into my brow. I'm not even kind of sure what kind of look I'm going for. I don't really want it to be like super, super warm. I feel like all my eye looks end up being warm. I definitely want it to be neutral, and I don't think I'm going to use any sparkles. I just want it to be like neutral. I also have spray tan on my hands. I don't know if you can tell. It's not quite the best, but all right, so next I'm gonna take my A20 blending brush and I'm gonna go with that shade all the way over there, which is matte number 4. And I'm gonna blend that into the crease as well. One of my favorite brushes, this is the ColourPop E16, which looks like that. I'm gonna go in with that second matte shade right there, which is Hazel. And I'm gonna blend that into my outer V, up into the outer crease. I'm going to be applying fake lashes, so like that lash glue will be hidden. I'm just blending this in. So next I'm gonna take this What's Up Beauty brush, it's the R102, and I wanna take the shade right below it, which would be Pashima. I'm just gonna blend that here in my outer V. And then I'm gonna take my finger and I'm gonna go with that second shimmer, which is called Satin. It's more of a silver champagne shimmer, and I'm gonna put that here in the inner half. Take an eyeliner brush, matte number 10, that redder tone. Actually, no, I'm gonna go in next door with the darker brown. And I'm just gonna line this lash line, smoke it out. So I have like a smoky lash line and some shimmer. I want to go in with some more shimmer on top of that so it's not so intense, just right there. All right, I like it. So now I'm gonna clean up underneath here and I'll be right back. I'm gonna cut it here. So I have here, this is the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Makeup Melting Balm. It's amazing. It's only like $10. I can't believe there's some makeup melting balms out there that are like $70 because I'm just like, what on earth? Like I'd rather spend my money on things that are like gonna affect my makeup, you know? Because I just feel like, well, what's the point of spending that much money on a makeup remover? So I'm just cleaning up the edges here and in my inner corners. And then I'm just gonna take some toilet paper and whatever's like left on the skin, I will use to get rid of everything because I don't want this cleansing balm to be on my skin or under my makeup. So now it's time for face makeup. I'm gonna go in with the Glotion by L'Oreal. I'm gonna apply a little bit here on my cheeks. I'm gonna avoid my nose because my nose, it's the oiliest. I used to put this all over, but I find that just like my cheeks, my forehead, my nose, or my cheeks, my forehead, my chin, not my nose. And now I'm gonna go in with my favorite foundations. This is the Catrice 24 Hours HD Liquid Coverage Foundations, and a shade Hazelnut Beige. I did a spray tan last night, so I'm a little bit tanner, so I can wear this shade. And I'm gonna go in on my L'Oreal A24. So I have foundation on. Now I want to go in some of my Huda Beauty Fair Tantour Cream Bronzer. I'm gonna go in with my L'Oreal A58, and I'm just gonna do a light bit of cream bronzer. So next I want to take some of the e.l.f. Putty Blush. This is in the shade Turks and Caicos. I'm just gonna put a little bit on my blush brush, tap in the back of my hand, and just pat it. It's really pretty. Like that. Just a touch. And then I'm gonna go back in with some Natasha Denona concealer. I'm gonna apply some right here. And I'm gonna take my concealer brush and I'm just gonna blend it out in place. It's definitely like my concealer shade, like my skin tone, but better. I think I put way too much on. It feels a little stingy. I'm not sure if it's just like the effects of the concealer or I've put way too much on. So go light-handed with this stuff. It's pretty pigmented. All right, I'm gonna set it with my favorite under eye setting powder, which is the Fit Me Loose Matte Poreless, and I'm gonna go with my eye and just set it. I'm gonna tap a little bit of that in here. And the rest is gonna be Flower Bakery Translucent Powder in the shade Oat. And I'm just gonna tap on top of everything. Tapping motions. I have no idea what this is. It must be something that came out of my brush. I'm gonna go with my Hourglass Jellyfish palette, and I'm gonna take the bronzer in the palette, which is called Lunar Bronze, and I'm gonna bronze my forehead, do some more contouring. And I'm gonna go with my favorite blushes. This is Bellini by Laura Mercier. It's just like a really nice peachy orange tone blush. It's all matte too. I'm just gonna put some up here to get a little balance. My highlighting brush, I am gonna go in with the shade up here, which is like the diffuse light finishing powder. And I want to touch that on top of my and then I'm gonna take the highlighting shade and just give a little more life here. I do not like how this part is looking. I'm just gonna blend this out. It looks so harsh. I'm gonna take my favorite brow pencil. This is Benefit Brow Pencil in shade 3.5. I'm gonna go with some NYX brow gel. And to finish underneath my eyes, I'm gonna go with the Dreamy Dozen palette. I'm gonna take this shade Ishima, which is right there. No, sorry, take the shade Hazel. This is on the ColourPop E16. And I'm just gonna blend that underneath on the outer lower lash line. And I take that diffused heat shade and the Jellyfish palette by the Jellyfish palette and by Hourglass. I'm gonna highlight my inner corner with that. Nothing super, super intense. Take a little bit of that and highlight my brow bone. I'm gonna go with my NYX nude eyeliner. This is my favorite nude eyeliner, my bottom waterline. Alright, so I'm now gonna take the Cocoa Contour Palette by Too Faced. I love this light contour shade for my nose contour. I don't even think they make this palette anymore, but this is my favorite nose contour. I'm gonna lightly just run this down the side of my nose. And then underneath my lip. And then I'm gonna take that highlighting brush from my inner corner, go in with the shade Diffuse Light here, and then just like barely touch it down the center. And before I do any mascara and lashes and lips, I'm gonna set my whole face with the NYX Matte Finish Powder. Love this, or sorry, NYX Matte Finish Spray. All right, and then I'm gonna take a puff while it's still kind of wet, and I'm just gonna tap it into my skin. I got some new products that I'm gonna make videos about and test, but this is the Duck Plump by NYX. This is brand new and I just got it in the mail today. I ordered mine like 2 days ago and it already came. And this is in the shade Bangin' Bear. And then I got a new lip liner. This is in the shade Nude Truffle. NYX makes some of my favorite lip liners. They're so like easy to work with, affordable, amazing, and very good color selection. So this looks like a brown. It's not too brown. Looks very like wearable, but it's definitely a brown. I don't know. Okay. I'm not sure if it's like too dark, but we'll see. So now I'm gonna put on, so different applicator, it's huge. Oh my gosh, it's pigmented. Weirdest applicator. Okay, so that put on way too much product. Way too much product, but it's a really pretty shade. It's weird because I got it on my tongue somehow. I feel the tingle on my tongue and not so much my lips, so we'll see what happens. All right, so I'm gonna apply some mascara. This is the Maybelline Sensational Mascara. I can feel it like, I feel it taking place now. But it's like also somehow I got it like in my mouth and I can feel it in my mouth like burning. If you don't like lip plumpers that burn, you will hate this. But if you like the burn, you will love it. The lips are burning and I do think they're getting better, bigger. And look how pretty that color is. So I'm pretty impressed. I just want to say the applicator is terrible. Like, let me show you how terrible. Like, look at that. Look at that huge glob. Like, I'm just confused. I put a lot of product on. I had to take it off because it was just like too much. But the burning, at first I didn't feel anything. Now it's like my lips are literally on fire. Like I would say from like tingling 1 to 10, it's like a 7 or an 8. A 10 would be I need to take this off. But like we're getting there where I'm just like, is it gonna calm down? Okay, so I'm gonna let the mascara dry and then I'm gonna come back and put on false lashes. Alright, so the lips did get bigger. It took a while. That was probably like 10 minutes. It's not as fast as the Too Faced Maximum Plump. If you don't like the burning, I don't suggest this because it's still burning. And that completes my birthday glam. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you in my next tutorial.